Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. Let's get open for business here. Football guys, wake up. Wake up. Wake up. There we go. Happy New Year, everybody. It is 2020. My God, I can't believe it is 20 freaking 20. We are 20 years into the 20s. It's a new decade. 10 years of the dark ages of Jason Garrett. We're still living in them, but maybe tomorrow we'll get some clarity. But it's amazing because it seems like it was just yesterday that we were thinking and worrying about Y2K, that all of the uh, microwaves and toasters were going to go crazy because they didn't have like an internal clock that went to the 2000s. You know, I grew up and we read George Orwell's 1984 because we were worried about, you know, Big Brother watching. Turns out Big Brother's actually watching with our cell phones now here in 2020. You know, you say something and next thing you know, you're getting Google ads for it. So, you know, Big Brother, he's watching. You know, we used to think about the 2001 Space Odyssey. Oh my God. We're going to be in space in 2001 or space 1999. We're going to have bases on the moon. And here it is 2020. Unbelievable. Unfortunately, we are sounding a little bit like the Eagles used to before they won their Super Bowl, when they were always talking about their past world championships. It's okay, man, we got 3 world championships. Unfortunately, it was so long ago, it's hard to remember. 1995. My God. It's the year that Selena died. Seinfeld was still on TV. The Oklahoma City bombing. Cell phones, they weren't like this. They didn't have the internet on them. You just used them to make phone calls. And they were still pretty expensive back then. You remember when you would be go through a bad cell and it was like, yeah, staticky. It was so long ago that there wasn't even a MySpace, much less a Twitter, a YouTube, a Facebook. There was no text messaging. It was a whole different world. Hell, the Macarena was big. And in that time, we have not been relevant, really. I hate to say that, but it's the truth. It's the truth. But this is where it's a new year. It's an opportunity to make changes. Me, the course of this season, I've eaten like a pig. I have just said, you know what? I know I lost 30 some pounds doing keto. I know I was eating good. But, you know, after my birthday, my wife gave me a whole bunch of Mike and Ike candies, and it was just like I became a crackhead. All the sugar that I had been avoiding, I just started just chowing down on. Bread, oh my God, I had so much bread. But now, today's the last day of doing that because tomorrow I'm getting back on my keto. I'm no longer going to be a fat ass anymore, excuse my language. I resolved to do better. I've got a new focus on my YouTube channel. We're going to work harder. We're going to make some changes. We're going to do some upgrades. I'm focused. I'm resolved to do that. In my business, I'm working on getting loans so I can build a new house from the ground up. Make affordable housing for people so people will have a great place to live. And with this season coming up, I want to take and make bigger. That was great what I did last year. with the help of all the people who did that 400 people tailgate. I want to blow that away. So my focus is being the best person I can be to elevate everything that I'm doing. And I'm hoping and praying that that's what we do with the Dallas Cowboys. That Jerry Jones, after some reflection last night, after 77 New Years that he's gone through, that this year there are no playoffs for his Dallas Cowboys. That his team is not the 90s Cowboys that was always kicking ass. That this is a reality of 25 years, a new decade where you have not busted a grape. And that he looks inside himself, checks into the mirror, and understands I am responsible for this. And without me making changes, it won't change. And that 2020 will be the time that it starts, because it starts now. The off season is where champions are made, and it starts now. Now, I have no idea if what the Cowboys are doing. None of us do. We can only speculate. We can only hope. We can pray. We can beg. But the reality is, we don't control any of it. We look around. Ron Rivera today has been announced as the head coach of the Washington Redskins. Ron Rivera had success with Cam Newton, had success with his defense. He's already looking at getting staffs, getting a Jack Del Rio as a defensive coordinator. We see the New York Giants. They're looking at one of ours, Chris Richard. They're looking at Mike McCarthy. They're looking at changing what they did because they want a different result. The Browns, Kitchens, gone. Let's start looking another way. Their GM, gone. So you see teams who have been disappointments, that had potential, that didn't live up to expectations, start to figure out how to do it, how to change, how to resolve and get better. Right now, well, technically, I think everybody who still had a contract still has a contract. 8 of the contracts expire. I think 7 of them expire like right now. Jason Garrett's expires on the 14th. We don't know if he's going to be in the front office. We don't know who's going to be our coach. We don't know. Well, we do know this much. We know that people who have expiring contracts have been allowed to go ahead and start looking for work elsewhere. We know Chris Richard is going to interview with the Giants. I think that's more of a Rooney Rule look at, or maybe he gets hired as defensive coordinator. I don't know. Rod Martinelli is up there in age, has hip problems, and is probably about ready to retire. So from this standpoint, we have no clue as to who is going to coach our defense or what philosophy they're going to have, what type of defense they're going to have. At this point, we got a lot of guys that are on that defense that are free agents. We don't even know who may even be back. So we got a lot of work. We got a lot of decisions. We got a lot of changes that are going to be made on this team. And I just hope that Jerry Jones realizes he can't wait till 2021, that the time is now to fix this mess. And believe me, this is a mess. I hope this time next year, we're not still talking about the things that we did that were wrong this year, like we did 10 years ago. Can't believe it. 25 years. 25 years of wasted time. All right, guys. Happy New Year's to everybody. I've got a few friends here at the house, and I've got some work to do um, in my workshop because, hey, poor people got to work. And maybe we'll do a little live stream New Year's Day from the workshop a little later, um, just to see how you guys are doing and wish everybody a happy New Year. Shout out to everybody who has become a channel member. I appreciate it. We're up to 50. We have some new emojis that are added, so the more people we have, the more emojis we have. We're going to get some custom ones, not just the kind of standard ones we have, as soon as I figure out how I actually make emojis and stuff. But I look forward to working my ass off for all of you people and making this channel better and better each year, each month, each week, and each day. Thank you guys. I'll see you soon.